Welcome dear students. For 15 ME 42T subject Basic Thermal Engineering, we are discussing Unit 2 Thermodynamic Processes. We have taken down around 11 problems. We will take one more problem in today's session. I will read out the problem. A gas has a molecular mass of 26.7. The gas is compressed through a ratio of 12. According to the law, PV to the power 1.25 equal to constant from initial conditions of 0.9 bar and 333 degrees Kelvin. Assuming specific heat at constant volume CV equal to 0.79 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, find per kg of mass, work done and heat flow across the cylinder walls, gas constant and ratio of specific heats. So let us write what are the things given in the problem. A gas has a molecular mass of 26. So M equal to 26.7 molecular mass. The gas is compressed through a ratio of 12. So he has given us R, that is compression ratio. R equal to V1 by V2. V1 by V2 is how much? 12. V1 by V2 is 12. That is compressed. The gas is compressed. Then it is according to the law PV to the power 1.25 equal to constant. That is N equal to 1.25. N equal to 1.25. Then pressure P1 from initial condition of 0.9 bar. So P1 equal to 0.9 bar. That is 0.9 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. Then initial temperature of T1 equal to 333 degrees Kelvin. 333 degrees Kelvin. Then he has given us the value of CV. CV equal to 0.79 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. 0.79 kilojoules per kg Kelvin is the value of CV. Then mass is 1 kg. M equal to small m equal to 1 kg. So these are the things given in the problem. Now let us continue and find out per kg of mass. So find per kg of mass, work done. So you need to find out dou W. Then heat flow across the cylinder walls. That is, you need to find out the value of dou Q. So you need to find out the value of dou Q. Then you need to find out gas constant, that is R. You need to find out the value of R, as well as you need to find out ratio of specific heat, that is gamma. So you need to find out dou W, dou Q, R and gamma. So let us take first the PVT relationship. That is, we know that P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V2 to the power n. We know that P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V2 to the power n. So find out the value of P2. So P2 will be equal to V1 by V2 whole raised to n into P1. I'll repeat. P2 will be equal to V1 by V2 whole raised to n into P1. So V1 by V2 ratio is given to us. It is 12. N value is given. It is 1.25 into P1 is known. It is 0.9 into 10 to the power 5. I'll repeat. V1 by V2 ratio is given as 12 whole raised to 1.25. Then P1 is 0.9 into 10 to the power 5. So which fetches me the value as 20.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, that is 20.1 bar. 20.1 bar. So after finding out the value of P2, then find out the value of R. So R will be equal to Ru by M. Ru by M will give me the value of R, that is gas constant. R will be equal to universal gas constant divided by molecular mass, that is 8314 divided by 26.7. 8314 divided by 26.7 will fetch me the value of R as 311.4 joules per kg Kelvin, or it is 0.3114 kilojoules. 3114 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So I repeat, Ru is 8134, that is 8314 divided by M is 26.7. So you'll get the answer as 311.4 joules per kg Kelvin, or it is 0.314 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Then upon finding out the value of R, you can find out V1, that is from characteristic gas equation we know that P1 V1 is equal to MR T1. I repeat, from characteristic gas equation we know that P1 V1 is equal to MR T1, that is we want the value of V1. V1 will be equal to MR T1 divided by P1. I repeat, it is MR T1 divided by P1 will give me the value of V1. So let us substitute all the values. So M is 1 into R is 311.4 into temperature is 333 divided by P. P is 0.9 into 10 to the power 5. 0.9 into 10 to the power 5 is the value of P1. So you'll get the value of V1 as 1.15 meter cube. 1.15 meter cube. So upon finding out the value of V1, let us next find out the value of V2 by taking V1 by V2 is equal to 12. So find out the value of V2. So V2 will be equal to V1 by 12. V2 will be equal to V1 by 12, that is V1 is 1.15 divided by V2 divided by 12 will give me the value of V2, that is we will get the value as 0.096 meter cube. 0.096 meter cube is the value of V2. Then find out work done. So work done dou W will be equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1. I repeat, it is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1 is work done. So what is the value of P1? P1 is 0.9 into 10 to the power 5 into V1 is 1.15 minus V2 is 20.1 into 10 to the power 5. Then into the value of V2, just now we have found out 0.096. So divided by N. N is 1.25 minus 1 will give me the value of work done. That is, calculate it, you will get the answer as minus 3,57,840 joules. You will get the answer as 3,57,840 joules, or it is nothing but minus 357.84 kilojoules. That is minus because the work is done on the system. When the work is done on the system, it is negative. Then upon calculating the value of work done, then take PVT relationship. So we know that T1 by T2 is equal to V2 by V1 whole raised to N minus 1. It is whole raised to n minus 1, that is 1 by 12 whole raised to 1.25 minus 1. 1.25 minus 1 will give me the value of T1 by T2. That is T1 by T2 will be equal to 0.537. That is 0.537 is the ratio of T1 by T2. That is T1 by T2 will be equal to V2 by V1 to the power n minus 1. That is V2 by V1 is 1 by 12. That is V1 by V2 is 12. So V2 by V1 will be 1 by 12. N is 1.25 minus 1. So that is you will get the answer as 0.537. So upon calculating this value, let us next find out the value of T2. So T2 will be equal to T1 divided by 0.537. 0.537, that is T1 is 333 divided by 0.537. 333 divided by 0.537, which gives me the value of T2. So determine the value of T2. You get it around 620 Kelvin. 620 Kelvin is the value of T2. Then find out change in internal energy. Change in internal energy, that is du will be equal to mCV T2 minus T1. mCV T2 minus T1 is nothing but du, that is m is 1, CV is 0.79, then T2 just now you have found out it is 620 minus T1 is 333. T1 is 333, that is you will get the answer as 226.7 kilojoules. 226.7 kilojoules. And then you can find out heat added. Dou Q will be equal to dou W plus du. So you have found out the value of dou W. It is minus 357.84 plus 226.7 is the value of du. 226.7 is the value of du. So find out dou Q. So you'll get the answer as minus 131.1 kilojoules. Minus indicates that heat is rejected. I repeat, minus indicates that heat is rejected. Then we know Cp minus Cv is equal to R. That is Cp will be equal to R plus Cv. That is 0.3114 plus 0.79 gives me the value of Cv. That is 1.1014 is the value of Cp. Then find out gamma. That is gamma is Cp by Cv. Cp by Cv is nothing but gamma, that is 1.1014, which we have just found out now, and Cv is 0.79. To take this value, find out the value of gamma. You get it around 1.4. You get the value of gamma as 1.4. So Cp is asked, gamma is asked, dou Q is asked, du is to be found out, and T2 also. So we'll revise what all you have found out from this problem once again by taking the problem. So mass, that is molecular mass is 26.7. Then R compression ratio is given, that is V1 by V2 is 12. Then N is 1.25. P1 is 0.9 bar. T1 is 333 degrees Kelvin. Then Cv is given 0.79. You have to find out per kg of mass, that is m equal to 1. We need to find out dou Q, dou W, R and gamma. So we need to find out dou Q dou Q, dou W, R and gamma. So we start with the given conditions. So that is, we will take up first the PVT relationship. That is, we will take up the governing equation. P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V to the power n. So we need to find out the value of P2. So first find out the value of P2. That is, P2 will be equal to V1 by V2 to the power n into P1. So we'll get the value of P2. That is, we will get it as 20.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, or it is 20.1 bar. Then take the universal gas constant equation. That is, R is equal to RU by M. RU is known to us. It is 8,314 divided by M is given 26.7. You will get the value of R. That is 0.3114 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Then take the governing equation. That is characteristic gas equation. P1 V1 is equal to MR T1. From that, find out the value of V1. So we will get the value of V1 as 1.15 meter cube. Then upon finding out the value of V1, next find out the value of V2. So that is, V2 will be equal to V1 divided by 12. So find out V2. That is, you get the value of V2 as 0.096 meter cube. Then find out work done. So work done, dou W will be equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. So we'll get the answer as minus 357.84 kilojoules. Then take one more relation, that is temperature and volume for the polytropic process. That is, T1 by T2 is equal to V2 by V1 to the power n minus 1. So V2 by V1 is 1 by 12 and n is 1.25. You will get the ratio of T1 by T2. Upon substituting and calculating, you will get the ratio as T1 by T2 will be equal to 0.537. So upon finding out this value of ratio, then find out the value of T2. So T2 will be equal to, T1 value is known 337 and the ratio what you have got is 0.537. So you will get the value of T2 as 620 degrees Kelvin. Then find out change in internal energy. Change in internal energy is du is equal to mCV T2 minus T1. Find out the value, that is, you get it as 226.7 kilojoules. Then find out heat added. Heat added is, from first law of thermodynamics, it is dou Q is equal to dou W plus du. And dou W you have found out, it is minus 357.84. And du is 226.7. Just now we have found out that value. So you will get the answer as minus 131.1 joules. That is, minus indicates that heat is rejected. Then take one more relation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Find out the value of Cp by substituting the value of R and Cv. Then find out the index, that is adiabatic index or ratio of specific heat is asked. Ratio of specific heat is called, or it is called as adiabatic index. So here it is ratio of specific heat, that is Cp by Cv. You know the value of Cp and Cv. Cp you have calculated and Cv is given to us in the problem. So find out the value of gamma. Okay. This is what is the problem. So in the next class we will solve few more problems. Thank you.